This evening, we'll be dedicating our practice to all of the fathers in the world, perhaps to our own fathers or those who've been fathers to us or like fathers to us, and to anyone who might represent strength, protectiveness, courage. And so I'd like to start us off by reading this quote, and this quote's by Antoine Francois Prevost, and he says, "The heart of a father is the masterpiece of nature." And when we think of fathers or father like figures in our lives, we often think of yang energy. So, yang energy is bold, authoritative, courageous, and protective in nature. This energy is fierce, but at the same time, it's also compassionate. So, it's both strong and nurturing. And so, with this in mind, I'd like to introduce us to a metaphor known as strong back and soft front. And so the strong back allows us to remain upright, to stand firm in our beliefs and values. And so, with a strong back, we choose our beliefs, our morals, and we choose this over comfort or over pleasing others. So, we really say what we mean without question. And we can be direct and speak from our heart, right? We can speak from this heartfelt place with a strong back. With a strong back, we can also set healthy boundaries. We can stick up for ourselves when we need to. With a strong back, we're also accountable, so we take responsibility for our actions. We have a great sense of integrity. And all of this is a generosity both to ourselves and also to others in the world around us. So that's the strong back. And then there's this idea of a soft front. So rather than being guarded or armored, we're open and vulnerable. We're receptive and compassionate. And it can be tempting to guard ourselves, to protect ourselves, to put on this armor, so to speak. But it's important to understand that we need both. So we need to have this strong back. And this strong back is what gives us the confidence to have a soft front. And so I'd like to read a quote now. And this is a quote by Zen Buddhist Roshi Joan Halifax. And I think she said it perfectly when she said, "All too often, our so called strength comes from fear, not love. Instead of having a strong back, many of us have a defended front shielding a weak spine. In other words, we walk around brittle and defensive, trying to conceal our lack of confidence. If we strengthen our backs, metaphorically speaking, and develop a spine that's flexible but sturdy, then we can risk having a front that's soft and open, representing choiceless compassion. The place in your body where these two meet, strong back and soft front, is the brave place and the brave, tender ground in which to root our caring deeply." And so this evening, we're going to explore the qualities that contribute to our strong backs so that we can fully embrace life while being both fierce and kind simultaneously. And so, with that, we're going to transition now into our formal meditation practice. So, let's take a moment to find a comfortable seat, whatever that might mean for you this evening. So, maybe placing the soles of the feet on the floor, uncrossing the legs, maybe resting the palms in the lap, and then just allowing the eyes to close or softening the gaze. Taking a moment to tune into the body, directing the attention down and into the soles of the feet. So, sensing into where the soles of the feet are making contact with the floor. And then noticing now the sits bones resting on the chair. Tuning into this contact, the support of the chair. And if it feels right, maybe finding a little extra length in the spine, reaching through the crown of the head. If you'd like, you can even lift the shoulders up and back and down behind you, opening up the chest. feeling this sense of expanse. If you'd like, maybe inviting even a softening in the forehead, perhaps inviting a slackening of the jaw. And as you continue to settle into this posture, maybe you become aware of the fact that the body is breathing. And so just gently resting the awareness on the breath in the body, noticing one breath in, one breath out, another breath in, and another breath out. And just continuing to follow the breath along in this way. So, following each breath as best you can. Just riding the waves of the breath cycle. Staying with the ebb and the flow of the breath. Continuing to follow this life sustaining force that's the breath. And now taking a moment to reflect on the yang qualities within yourself. So, whether that be courage, bravery, boldness, strength, stability, and taking some time to reflect on these yang qualities that reside within you. Right? These qualities are universal and they reside within each and every one of us. Sometimes they're just there waiting to be cultivated. And so, just recalling these characteristics, recognizing all of the qualities within yourself that contribute to your strong back. And maybe there are many arising, or perhaps a few. And just acknowledging these qualities, whichever ones that are arising for you this evening. And now appreciating these qualities within yourself. So offering yourself some appreciation for these yang qualities, this self appreciation. And as you're offering yourself this appreciation, remembering that when we honor ourselves, we also honor those who have contributed to our development, those who have influenced us along the way. And so now choosing one quality in particular that you really appreciate. So maybe there are a few that are popping into your mind right now, but just choosing one quality that you really appreciate. And now taking a moment to reflect on any people who have helped you to develop this quality. So maybe it was a friend, a parent, a teacher, mentor, sibling, significant other, who helped you develop this quality. And if it feels right, maybe offering them some appreciation as well. Thank you. And now holding this person in your mind's eye and calling this particular person to mind, and then letting yourself feel what it's like to be in that person or being's presence. Just allowing yourself to enjoy their good company. And perhaps as you do this, recalling their strength, their courage or bravery or boldness, their yang qualities, their qualities that helped you develop yours. And now take a moment to recall specific ways in which this person helped you develop the yang quality within yourself. What are some specific ways in which this person helped you develop the yang qualities that reside within you? And now, perhaps offering your breath to this person. So maybe with each exhalation, offering them out love, kindness, gratitude, appreciation. So just offering this person your gift of the breath. Maybe exhaling them kindness. Maybe exhaling them love. Maybe exhaling and offering them peace. And now, if it feels right, offering this person words of goodwill, offering them words of love and kindness. So maybe repeating softly and gently, may you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And so continuing to repeat these words. And as you do, feeling the importance of your words. offering these words out as a gift to that person. And if you'd like, you can also use your own words. So just choosing your own words if that feels more resonant with you to offer your deepest wishes for this loved one. Or you can continue to repeat these phrases that we just recited. And if the mind has wandered away, just returning to the words and the image of the loved one that you have in mind. And maybe as you're reciting these words and offering these words, warm feelings begin to arise. And if this is the case, allowing yourself to have a soft front, understanding that having a strong back that is what affords us the ability to be vulnerable enough to have a soft front. So, just seeing if you can let yourself turn toward these feelings, seeing if it's possible to open to these feelings. Maybe giving yourself permission to be receptive, to allow these positive, warm feelings to sink in. Maybe even savoring these good feelings if that feels right. Giving yourself permission to enjoy them, to linger with them just a little bit. And knowing that for us to be born, for us to be on this planet, and for us to be who we are, it takes two grandparents, two parents, four grandparents, eight great grandparents, 16 second great grandparents, 32 third great grandparents. And this continues to go on and on and on. And so, as we can see, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors who came before us. And so now, perhaps having gratitude for all of those in our lives who came before us, those who have helped shape us into who we are, those who have contributed to our good qualities, including our yang qualities. And if it feels right, including your father in this as well. And so I'd like to read a poem called The Gift by Lee Young Lee. To pull the metal splinter from my palm, my father recited a story in a low voice. I watched his lovely face and not the blade. Before the story ended, he'd removed the iron sliver I thought I'd die from. I can't remember the tale, but his voice still, a well of dark water, a prayer. And I recall his hands, two measures of tenderness he laid against my face, the flames of discipline he raised above my head. Had you entered that afternoon, you would have thought you saw a man planting something in a boy's palm, a silver tear, a tiny flame. Had you followed that boy, you would have arrived here, where I bent over my wife's right hand. Look how I shave her thumbnail down so carefully she feels no pain. Watch as I lift the splinter out. I was 7 when my father took my hand like this, and I did not hold that shard between my fingers and think, metal that will bury me, christen it little assassin, or going deep before my heart. And I did not lift up my wound and cry, death visited here. I did what a child does when he's given something to keep. And so just allowing those words to land if they resonate with you. And when you're ready, gently allowing the eyes to open if they have been closed. And I'd like to just leave you with a weekly invitation. So we focused on our yang qualities, the ones that contribute to our strong back. And so I invite you continue to explore these qualities throughout your week and notice how they show up in your life. Maybe notice when they're benefiting you and maybe offering yourself some self appreciation for having those good qualities.